Yeah! Yeah, damn it, yeah! Welcome, everybody, to the One Shot Killers podcast. I'm your host, our hardcore icon, Brent Scott Dude, with her co host, the King of Bong Style, JJ Valvano. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good brother. How about you?
I'm doing alright. Just got done watching SmackDown. Got a lot of news to get into from today. And
Literally just a few hours ago.
um under the weather, my voice going out on me, but that's okay.
He's still
Uh,
here being a man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering why I'm bundled up, one, I'm cold, and two, I'm in my work uniform and I didn't have time to change, so it is what it is.
You gotta do what you gotta do. At least you're here. You're
Yeah,
loyal.
but if this blanket comes off, the video has to be cut. I cannot show any of my company logos while on the stream.
Well, let's make sure you don't do that.
True. So that's why I'm like this, but I gotta admit it looks silly.
You look like Trick.
I wish I looked like Trick, bro, with that toilet paper jacket coming down to the ring, bro.
That's funny though. But this was basically the SmackDown after WrestleMania. And did it live up to your hype, bro?
It was a good show, for the most part. I mean, now, like, this is just my own opinion, on it. I did not hate the show, but I didn't care for the show. Part of me not caring is I truthfully, I'm at a point where I don't necessarily care if I watch wrestling anymore. I don't so I haven't watched wrestling since Monday. And I've been a lot happier this week. And so for me, watching it, it's like it was good, but at the same time, it didn't capture my interest in the way that maybe that it should have. So for me, it's kind of hard to give an honest answer because I thought, yes, it was a good show. Could I actually say that there was anything wrong with it? No. Um, but also in the same way, I just don't feel any attachment to it.
Yeah, like the trying to find like one of my favorite parts of this show.
Like,
Cause
I'll say I thought Fatal Influence showing up was good.
yes, I
I
like that.
thought Jacob Fatu going on his own and the family trying to pull him in every direction. I thought that was good.
And then he
Um,
destroyed all of them to end the show.
yes.
I thought
And
that was good.
that was fucking awesome, and it's making him look like a big main event star. We've seen that Blake Monroe is
Coming
going to be
to
coming to
as
SmackDown.
well as Ricky Saints.
Yes,
Absolute.
sir. And now this creates a bigger problem for NXT. So
Yeah.
there's that, and then
And you just fired half of the people that could go over there.
yeah, and well, we're gonna get into that one too. I love the Danhausen stuff with the Miz. That was funny. Especially like the Miz throwing cinnamon or whatever the fuck it was in Maurice's face. Uh,
Yeah. I like the little segments okay, I'm gonna be honest. I like those segments, not the match. I like the segments that he was in his house and he was in
but
his swimming pool and all that.
you're
I thought that was
looking at
cool.
it from a wrong perspective, though. The match was a segment.
Well, the match wasn't anything though. That match was literally
Like 2 minutes.
yeah, but it was
And
nothing.
then how did it end?
I believe he blew up the freaking the second rope or something like that, and then rolled him up 1, 2, 3 and got the win
Right,
because he cursed him.
right. And then Danhausen is not a wrestler. He is an entertainer. By all means, his wrestling is not going to be the wrestling of AJ Styles. You're not going to see that. And so this is one where I would say everything Danhausen does is almost like a segment. I don't necessarily view him as a wrestler. I view him as more like a promo guy. And in that sense, actually, to me, he was the most entertaining thing on the whole show. Maybe besides Trick Williams and the Gingerbread Man, and then the Gingerbread Man ended up being Sami Zayn
I
and he beat
knew
their
it.
ass.
I knew it from the beginning, from this episode. I knew that was gonna be Sami. The way he was dancing and just acting, it was Sami. Like I
And
knew it, bro. And I was like, I'm waiting for it. And then Trick is over here. And then Sammy's just got the little cane, and then he's like, bam, and hits him. And I'm like, yep, that's Sami.
yep,
Unmasked and Sami
and
as a
I
heel, I think.
I thought that was absolutely just amazing to me. And I think I would have to say that right now it's hard to tell because Trick Williams is getting on the pops, Sammy's getting booed, but yet character wise, Sammy is still portrayed as the babyface.
Yeah, I see your point. It's kind of odd, honestly, but I'm Trick's gonna grow bigger and bigger with this. I'm telling you, like it's gonna get big.
Now, I really did enjoy the women's tag and Fatal Influence cutting the match short and
Yeah.
making their shocking debut by beating the hell out of everybody.
Yes, I
I
thought this
thought that
was
was pretty
excellent.
good.
The match, it was fine. Paige coming back was great. She got a loud reaction. They were chanting for her. Her and Brie took on Charlotte and Alexa. Decent match, but then of course it ends in DQ when Fatal comes out and they all beat him up, and I like that. But then I kind of feel weird that they showed up again after with Rhea. Like I get if you want to do that, but then why not just wait and do that then?
I don't
Like
know.
because that
But
then that would have been a moment like, oh okay, she's going after the champion, but we just seen her, so it's like I don't know
but bro, you know it's fun?
what's up.
Um I feel like there was not one men's tag match tonight. Only the women's tag.
Yeah, who's the men's tag champion?
I think no, is it the MFTs?
Oh, is it?
I don't no, wait, they lost them. They
No, it's
lost them.
Truth and Damien. See, this is how bad that I don't care. Truth and Damien took on, I think it was Tamatonga and JC, which I didn't care. This is the
You,
match
wait,
I'm gonna be as honest as I can. I
do you
didn't
know
care.
besides the Street Profits, there are the only three teams on SmackDown for the men?
Well, they're actually on Raw now. The Street Profits. They rejoined
What?
Raw. Yeah, on Monday.
Oh, wow.
So they're
Okay,
back on
so
Raw. So there's like no teams.
no, there's only those two teams on SmackDown.
You
They
just
fired
fired
everyone
the.
else.
We're gonna get into that, but then we got a Cody promo where it's basically like kind of an open challenge. He basically put out an open challenge to anyone and said like that he's ready and see if they're ready and like it. I didn't really care for this. I love Cody, but I feel like he should have missed tonight's show after getting punted.
I agree. I agree. I feel like Randy should have been there. And
Yeah, like why was
Cody,
Randy not on the show
I think because Randy's hurt.
or something, bro? Because like this was just kind of back ass word. Like in a way,
But
like why is the guy that punted Cody not there, but the guy that got punted is, and he was there Monday.
I know it doesn't make no sense to TV. I think the real life answer is Randy's back.
If that's the case, that sucks. But it's like, what are we gonna do with Cody? Because like Ricky's
Um,
debuting next week, but I don't see a Ricky Cody feud happening anytime soon.
no, and I could have said an Alistair Cody feud, but Cody would have got booed out the building, but he got
And
fired.
we also know what happened with Alistair.
Yeah, he had Manzolina, bro.
Yeah, honestly, let's just get into that.
Because like, bro, everything we're gonna talk about
It's
is
gonna lead
gonna
into
come
that.
back to this. Yeah, because like, bro, this was to me, this is not surprising. All
It's
right, if you've been a wrestling fan for at least 10 years, you understand that every year after WrestleMania, there's a yearly batch of releases. And Joe, this release was crazy with
yeah.
Alistair and Zelina because Alistair hasn't even been back a full year.
Tomorrow will
And
be a full year, but I'm gonna name everybody that got released:
but
Nikki Cross, Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy. There goes the entire Wyatt 5 or Wyatt 6, Wyatt 5, whatever you want to call it.
White six, but bro, this and that's insane to me because ever since Alexa first returned, we were teasing her to join them, never
I
got
know.
it, and
And now
now
again,
this.
yeah. We got Alistair Black, Selena Vega as a unit. They're gone, which that's so like what? That still
Uh
blows
huh.
my mind.
And then Zoe Stark, who's out with injury,
Yeah,
got
so
fired.
that doesn't make sense. Kyrie Zane, who is in a freaking storyline, is
Got
released.
fired.
Apollo Crews fired.
Got fired.
The Motor City Machine Guns fired.
Fired.
Alba Fire fired.
Fired.
And she actually said that I think she said her character can take this Alba Fire character, which I thought was funny. So that's
I
pretty funny.
wouldn't. Kaylee Ray is a lot better than
Yeah,
Alba
she
Fire.
is. But look at those. Oh, Santos too. That's another one.
Santos Escobar, yes, sir.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 people at the moment.
Did you see the NXT ones I sent you?
Okay, so I think one was like,
Luca,
yeah, so that's another, that's
and then
18.
the rest is developmental talent.
I want to say about 20, maybe 21. Dude, that's a lot of people.
Yep,
And
and
it's not even done. Like, I want to believe it's not done.
no, if you've like I said, if you follow this trend of yearly releases with WWE after WrestleMania, Joe, the latest I've ever seen firings go is about 2 to 3 days.
Yeah. I can't get over the Wyatt Six, Alistair, Motor City Machine Guns. Like, these are like fan favorites, and you just
Can I
took
be
them
honest
out.
with you? I think that kind of fucked with me mentally as well. Especially the Alistair one. Like he had just came back, like you said, tomorrow makes a year. And he's gone now. And then you know, and he was just on TV with Zelina. Kyrie
Yeah.
Sane is in the middle of a storyline out of and now is
Oh,
fired. You fired pretty much half of the tag team division. And when we lost Tommaso Ciampa, that took another person. I'm surprised Johnny wasn't released because
dude,
Johnny
literally
hasn't
me
done
too.
nothing.
Literally me too.
Um,
I think he
you
would have
know,
been happy about it.
I think he would have, and I think Tony Khan would have been happy about it too. Now, like, you know, what I'm afraid of for Aleister Black is he did nothing in AEW. A lot of times wasn't even booked on TV. And WWE, he did nothing, and a lot of times wasn't even booked on TV. Joe, you know, this is a case where no matter where he goes, he can't get over. And he is not a main event act, no matter which company he goes to. So to me, it's kind of like where is TNA the better option?
I do think he's main event material. I just don't think these companies know how to handle him. Like, I just feel like he's a different type. I don't know how to explain it,
Well, I
but I
mean,
feel like TNA is different to go to.
his character is a kickboxing Satanist, and which honestly, that's kind of like his whole personality too. So, you know, like, and I think on that one, you know, every light needs evil. All right, that's just that yin and yang story.
Yeah.
I think there is a place for him in the storytelling of professional wrestling. But you're right, they don't know how to use them, and it's what I said about Andrade, and it still stands true. They don't know how to make him a world champion, and therefore, in AEW or WWE, he will not be a world champion.
Where does he go next, though? Do you see Alistair going back to AEW? Do you see him trying
More,
TNA,
more
MLW?
than more than likely, probably the AEW route. If he was smart, the TNA route.
I would go around the indies, really rebuild myself because I feel like these companies have like ruined him.
They
Like,
have.
we can go back to House of Black, but if they do the House of Black, they have to really make this big and not just one week he's on TV, next week he's off. Like you can't do that again.
Like, bro, they completely ruined the part of Julia Hart joining
Yeah,
the House of Black because by the time she did, they were kicked off TV for like 3, 4 weeks, 6 weeks at a time. You didn't even care.
and we were
And
tired. We were like, when is this happening?
right. And so, like, to me, I'm sad for everyone who got fired, honestly.
Yeah,
And the fact that Zelina Vega found out while on a Twitch stream, you know what I mean? Like
I mean,
that's messed up.
while you got
Um,
Fightful over there reporting that she was released and she didn't even like know.
no, she didn't even know, bro.
I get why they're doing it, but it's like I get what she said too. Like maybe you
Yeah,
should let me do it. Like let me say that, not like
right, because
I
it's her
get that.
business,
Yeah,
and but I feel like the worst part is that means someone in WWE told them before they told her.
that's what I'm thinking, and that's crazy, bro. Like that's insane to think. Like honestly, I know it's about SmackDown, but we basically really already went through the entire show, which is crazy to think about.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like these
And
firings are just so
it,
way worse.
I feel like it sucked the life out of the show because Joe, um,
It
I
did.
it like you can take my feelings for granted because I've been kind of detracting from wrestling anyways, but you can't tell me that you did not go into that show at first excited, then you hear the firings and you're kind of just like, oh,
I started just not caring because I'm like, there's all the people I wanted to see. All the people that you fired were basically SmackDown stars.
right. And that was my problem right away. And then watching the show tonight, the show was solid. The show was solid. But however, all the performers that truthfully I wanted to see,
Weren't there?
they got fired. And
Yeah,
Randy
it's
Orton
like,
wasn't there.
and for which is still weird to me because Cody got punted, but let's bring the guy that got punted there. But take that away. The show was pretty solid, but I'm
Mm.
agreeing with you honestly because I was totally checked out at like 8:30 when I kept going on Facebook and I'm looking at all the firings and I couldn't help it. Like
Uh-huh.
I wanted to know who was next because I had a
Right.
bad feeling.
And that's 100% understandable. And that's where, truthfully for me, like it's just honestly, Joe, I can't even defend it. I can't even defend it. Like, yeah, I honestly at this point, just let SmackDown go back to 2 hours.
It has
Um,
to. This
it
is
has
draining
to.
on. Like if you want
Uh,
it to be 3 hours, have people there. You just deleted everybody or not deleted. You basically deleted.
But they deleted the people that the
We
fans
wanted.
like.
This is what I mean. This company doesn't care about us. They just care about the money.
Right, and that's where, it's a shame to me because I thought after WrestleMania,
It would get
when you
better.
have Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee saying, like, oh, we're going to go back to what we do. Oh, all the celebrities are out of wrestling. We can finally start focusing on wrestling.
And here we are again. Still nothing.
Still nothing.
It's like, but like,
Except I did like the Jacob Fatu stuff. That
yeah,
was
all that
good.
stuff was great. And then, like I said, the Trick Williams and Sammy, the Blake Monroe's coming to SmackDown as well as Ricky Saints. The ending with Jacob just destroying everybody on the freaking on
Staring down
Solo's
the
team.
Usos.
Yeah, like him and Roman is going to be a great match at Backlash. So I'm excited for that. Roman's going to
Mhm.
accept it. I know it somehow, some way.
Oh, 100%. But I'm just interested in the story that they're building. But nevertheless, though, I don't. It's very hard to be honest about this because I don't. I like I said, I don't think SmackDown was a bad show. I genuinely don't think it was a bad show. I don't think I cared either.
Those firings, man, those really took me out.
Oh, me too. And then the worst part is, as I'm watching the show, I was because I got the show on one phone, and then I'm scrolling through Instagram on the other, and every 5 to 10 minutes, here's another name. Here's another
That's what I
name.
mean.
Here's another name.
Every time, I was afraid to go online to the point where, and I said this to you earlier, and I really hate that I was right. I literally texted you saying all members of the Wyatts will be gone before SmackDown goes off the air. And
It
guess what?
it didn't even start.
It didn't even
It didn't
start, and they
even
were all gone.
start.
They were all gone. So that's a great way to treat your talent, WWE.
Like,
Like,
bro, and
that's
then
awful.
imagine, like, this is how we get our fans excited, bro. We're gonna fire 5 members of our tag team division. Okay, and then on top of that, we're gonna also fire the Motor City Machine Guns. All right,
One of
and
the
so
best tag teams in the entire world.
then we're gonna fire Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. And like, bro, and then Santos Escobar. I
That's
love
tough
Santos,
too.
but that one kind of did make sense.
He's
And
going to AEW, I feel, with Andrade.
that would be pretty good. I would dig that. But truthfully, I hope not everybody tries to go to AEW.
Me too. There's other
I
places.
TNA, I would say would like honestly, if I'm Aleister Black and Zelina, my money's on TNA.
You already went to AEW. Try something new. I'm not saying you can't go there, but go to TNA, work that, and then go to AEW.
Right, because my fear about AEW, Joe, is they're just gonna do what they did last time.
Yeah. I hope not. I really do. But there was also a Joe Gacy photo that he posted, and it was like a piece with a laughing. And
Yep.
I was just like, this is awful. Even these wrestlers know how awful it is.
And then Dexter Loomis showing a picture of an axe, basically
Yeah.
saying he got the axe taken to him.
Nikki Cross posted a beautiful video or beautiful picture, just thanking everybody, all the women, all that. I was like, you're letting these people go.
You know,
Bo Dallas, the leader of them all. You let him go.
like, and bro, think about this, right?
I don't get it.
We miss Bray Wyatt. We love Bray Wyatt, and we're gonna make Bray Wyatt's brother carry on the Wyatt legacy. And Joe, not even 2 years into it, we're gonna fire them all.
It started off so good and it went to crap so fast.
Just like, and I'm sorry,
Just like Bray.
just like Bray.
Like, no disrespect to his name. Love him. One of my favorites. I'll always say he's one of my favorites.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
this is the truth, bro. His brother got treated just like him. Maybe
Yes,
even worse.
I would say worse because at least Bray was a 2-time WWE champion.
And he got a chance in ways. But this Bo didn't get him like this was so
And
this was
Joe,
I'm just speechless.
it's shit like this. It is shit like this that is killing my joy and my passion for this business because, bro, ever since the TKO took over, bro, the WWE. What I'm just gonna say it. The WWE we love, Joe,
It's
is
gone.
dead. Is dead. All right, even TKO came out during WrestleMania weekend and said, Triple H don't have the ultimate say so. We
We
do.
do.
It's our company.
He's gonna be next. I don't see Triple H lasting much longer.
Me neither. There's been rumors for months that he's potentially on the chopping block. So, I mean, bro, whether he lasts another year or two, I don't know.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Uh-huh. And this is one where I'm gonna say something, and a lot of people may disagree with me, but truthfully, the proof is in the pudding. Ever since Vince left and Vince sold that company, it has went to major shit. Like truthfully.
Yeah.
And the fact that TKO is willing to give everyone a major fuck you and expect you to enjoy it. Like, bro, it's why I don't want to watch the product. The thing about me is, I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan. I'll be so honest about this. So, for me, if I was done with the WWE, 9 times out of 10, I'm done with it all. And, bro, this TKO shit is killing the
Yeah.
WWE. It is killing them. And I don't see Triple H, truthfully, in 5 years being a part of the company. I just don't see it.
They gotta go back to 2 hours. This show just drains on with their bro. Every
Like,
time I
you,
forget that there's three, I'm like, oh,
there was a rumor that Vince McMahon could be looking to buy back WWE with the help of the Saudis. At this point, I'd take it.
I don't want Vince running it either. I think someone else needs to run this
Well,
place.
Honestly, it should have been Shane.
Yeah, that's who I still think it is, that it should have been. I do not want Vince back. Will I agree with you on some points? Yes. But I still don't want Vince back or anything like that. Not
I,
saying he
wa-
didn't do good, but
no, I
no.
agree with you. I agree with you for obvious reasons. But I feel like Shayna's the only person that actually makes sense.
Take away what he wanted that one time when he wanted to win the shit. And I was like, no, not a fan of that.
Oh, I was a fan of that, but that's okay.
But
That's okay.
take that away. I think Shane should have ran the business. I think he has more knowledge and he just cares more.
Right, and
Like, honestly,
unfortunately, I think his dad sucked the life of the business out of him. The
just like
same
he's
way,
done to most of us.
right? Then so if not him, I would have said Stephanie McMahon because if you look at early mid 2023 when Stephanie and Nick Khan had the ownership of the company, before Vince weaseled his way back in, things were looking up, and then just as quickly, Joe, as things were looking up,
He
they
went
went
down.
back down. And this is one where, for me, I don't say that I'm not enjoying this to hurt you or to hurt anybody. I'm just being dead ass honest. I don't see myself watching wrestling probably in 5 years. I'm just being so honest. And I'm to a point right now even where I could live without it and be perfectly okay. I've come to peace with that. And it's decisions like tonight that only back my claim.
They just don't care about trying, man. They got all
No.
the things they need, the money, 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 and they said it's just frustrating. It's
It, it,
frustrating for us fans because
it's
we
fresh,
actually care.
and that's the problem. We care, but the people who own the company
Do not.
do not, and that is the problem.
Yeah.
And as long as TKO remains ownership of WWE, Joe, I don't see things getting better.
Me either. Honestly, I say we kind of end the show like that because I really don't have any more to add on to this show. I'm not happy.
No, and that's 100% fair. The only thing I'm going to tell you is try to keep your eyes off of social media tonight.
All right.
But tomorrow, expect more releases. I see it coming.
I do too. I don't want to say that. I don't want to see people lose their jobs. I really don't.
Me
But it's
neither.
gonna happen. It's gonna.
Unfortunately, like I said, even with Vince, this is a yearly tradition.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, some people were still on TV, like even Alistair was just on TV, bro, right
Yeah.
before WrestleMania. Kyrie was in a storyline.
Yeah.
The Wyatts were just the tag champs.
Just a week ago, they faced off on the main event of SmackDown, and now they're
Right.
gone.
Now they're gone.
Like,
I don't, and this is why, Joe, I think this pisses me off more than anything. I could understand if it was like Santos Escobar, who hasn't been on TV in quite some time. I'm sorry, but that makes sense. All right. But the guys who are actively in storylines or who were just actively holding the championship and being on TV, I can't understand, Joe. I can't understand why you would release them.
Alistair was supposed to be originally the person that was in Randy's head, but they went with Pat McAfee, I read. So that's actually kind of crazy to me that he was supposed to be in that spot, and then they were
Well,
like, "Nope, we're gonna
it
have
w-
Pat."
that would have made more sense, but do you know what I hate about that?
What's up?
It would have proved you right. Where you said after Carrying Cross got released that Alistair's just a replacement Carrying Cross.
But he was though, bro. He was literally talking in Randy's ear, just like Alistair was, or just like Cross was to Sammy.
And bro, unfortunately, you were 100% right. But TKO, Joe chose Pat McAfee.
I don't get it. Nothing against Pat McAfee. I honestly think the dude's pretty cool. In
Right. And
in
I, you know,
commentary, yes. Wrestling, no, no.
I'm always say it like this. He's a fan, and that's very clear. Jelly Roll is a fan. And if, as a fan, if somebody said, do you want to do this and be a part of this? Fuck yeah, I do. And, if that pisses off a bunch of other people, then so fucking be it. But, so I don't blame Pat McAfee. But TKO, bro,
Yeah.
the fact that they would go, We're gonna take the biggest storyline that we know our fans are excited for, and we're gonna shit on it. Like
Frustrating, man. It really is.
it is, and then the fact that, like you said, who took the punt at WrestleMania, and
Cody
though he's got a legitimate black eye, he's on TV. Randy's not.
2 times, and we didn't see Randy at all. I don't get it. I don't get it.
If it wasn't for the fact I think Randy's back is legitimately giving out, I would be like, what the fuck? So almost where you're at, bro. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, but honestly, I just hope nobody else loses their jobs. I hope this is all, but I fear that it's not. Like I fear tomorrow we're gonna come up and it's gonna at least be 6 or 7 more people. I won't even be shocked who else. Like I'm not even gonna put names because I really don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person, but
Mm,
it's gonna happen.
I'm
I just
sure. I'm sure there's a few names that me and you are probably thinking right
yeah
now that you wouldn't be surprised on, and so
yeah for
that's
sure.
one where we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, man, this honestly. I think the reason, like you said, you couldn't get engaged with it, I couldn't get engaged with it,
It's because of
is
this.
because of this, bro. Like this just sucked the whole life
Yeah
out of it.
yeah
Um,
I agree. I have really nothing else to say.
Save us, Shane.
Yeah.
And with that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for joining. Let us know, what do you think of these releases? What did you think of SmackDown? And with that said, we'll catch you guys live because you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do Collision tomorrow. Maybe AEW will treat us better.
Hopefully.
So, peace out, everybody.